Monzo was one of the first banking apps to hit the UK, and since then the concept has absolutely blown up. I mean, pretty much all of us now use a banking app or bank online. But back in 2020, they did actually launch a business feature. So they launched the Business Lite account and also the Business Pro account. Now, if you're a sole trader or a side hustler earning a little bit of extra money outside your 9 to 5, or you do invest, you might want to consider getting yourself a business account because they will help you track with the taxes, and also it just separates from your normal income. Now, I'm not associated at all with Monzo. I simply started doing a side hustle myself alongside my normal 9 to 5 a couple of years back, and I was using my current account with HSBC to just get all my income put into that account and then figure out the taxes later. But honestly, after tracking them for about a year, you do have to pay the tax, and it is quite confusing to figure out and scroll through endlessly to find where you've been paid and how much. Now, also, you might not hit that £1,000 threshold if you're a side hustler. So just by separating it out into a different account, you can track your side hustle money, your extra income money, and that little bit of money on the side, and make sure that you are paying what you should be paying to the tax man. In this video, I'm going to chat you through the two business accounts that Monzo offer, so Business Lite and then also the Business Pro, which you do have to pay £5 extra for. So we can check out the features and see if it's worth it, and then also see if it's the best business account for you. Hey, my name is Helen, and here on my channel I post videos about personal finance, investing, budgeting, saving, all that good stuff. I post videos twice a week, so please do consider subscribing down below and giving this video a like. To set up the business banking account, you do actually need to have a current account with Monzo, which is really easy to set up. You just download the app, fill in some minimal paperwork, and off you go. You'll get sent the orange card that you see everywhere. So once you've done that, you will then apply for the business account through the Monzo app. It's really, really easy. You just need to verify your email address, your telephone number, and also your home address. Now, if you're a sole trader, the address for your home will be your home address, but if you are applying as a limited company, you need to put your company address. Now, once you have signed up for your current account and then you have signed up for the business aspect of the account, you will have to decide which account you want between the Business Lite and then also the Business Pro. So the Business Lite is pretty much all the essential features that you would need from a business account, and then the Pro, which you do pay £5 more from, has some additional features. Firstly, let's take a look at the Business Lite account. So this is the skeleton version of the business account for Monzo. They don't actually charge you a monthly fee as they do with the Pro, and this makes it really appealing for those who are just earning money from a side hustle or from earning a little extra outside of their normal 9 to 5, because there's no fees. But it does really do a great job of separating it away from any of your other incomes that you might already be paying taxes on, so it's so much easier to track. The first feature that they have for the Business Lite account that I really enjoy is that they do still send you a debit card. Now, this might seem really small, but if you are looking to put your business expenses onto the account, it's so key that you do actually get a debit card. You can obviously then attach it to your Apple Pay, your Google Pay, and have it on the go. But for me, who's looking to put my travel expenses onto my account, it's perfect because I can just take it with me and obviously tap in and tap out as I normally would. The second feature that I really enjoy on the Business Lite account is that they still let you have the savings pots that they do with the current account. And this is really great if you want to automate your expenses still. So for example, I obviously still pay off my student loan. I'm at £3,000 now and I'm still paying it off. Hopefully it will be done within the next 2 years. But I do want to put some money aside each month for my student loan. It obviously used to go through automatically when I was on PAYE, and I honestly didn't think about it. But now that I'm working as a freelancer, I do need to consider it when I'm looking at what expenses to take out of my income alongside taxes. And doing a savings pot just means that you can automate it as you would normally. And the final feature of the Business Lite account that I really enjoy is the fact that you can save images and receipts directly to the account alongside the charge when it's come out of your account. Honestly, this has been a biggest lifesaver for me. When I was tracking side hustle income, it wasn't too much of an issue, but now that I'm a full freelancer, obviously you can charge business expenses. And as I mentioned before, I put my travel onto a business expense because I am traveling to meetings or traveling for the job. So by having it directly there and loading a receipt onto the app, obviously it's so much easier when it comes to doing your taxes and doing your expenses, because sometimes you would have done that charge or paid that money or traveled on that train over a year before you actually have to report it. And a lot of the time I would forget to put through the receipt, save the receipt in the right place, and then obviously you can't claim it as a business expense. So by having the option to take a quick snap of a receipt and load it straight onto the app, and then when you do come to do your taxes, which is around now, the deadline is definitely coming up, you can just download it from the app, have it onto your computer and send it either to your accountant or straight to the government so that they can check it. Next up, let's talk about Business Pro. Now, obviously you do have to pay £5 extra each month for this account, because it is seen as kind of the premium business account that Monzo offer. There are so many more additional features, and you also get to have all the features of the Business Lite account and also all the features of the current account. So overall, this is the complete package that Monzo offer, obviously for a fee. The first feature that I'm going to talk about with the Pro account that I think make it so worth it is the tax pots. Now, when you do start becoming a sole trader or part of a limited company, tax is the biggest concern I find. And even with side hustles, and if you're earning a little bit of extra money on the side that's over £1,000, or even from your investments, this can still be a concern because you will end up paying tax on any of the gains that you make. So by having a feature like tax pots does just make it so much easier to manage throughout the year, because of course you have to track it for the full financial year. Tax pots basically allow you to set a certain percentage that they will take and put into a separate pot, the tax pot, each time you get a payment into your business account. So at the moment I've set it at 0.25%. This is because I kind of sit between the two different brackets of tax, whether it's 20% or 40%. So hopefully I will track this obviously throughout the year, but at the moment 0.25% is a happy amount that I am happy with, but you can set it to whatever you like. Obviously, if you're a limited company, you might have a bit more visibility on what percentage to set, and as sole trader, you just predict how much you're going to earn throughout that year, bump it up slightly, and then as that as your tax bracket. But what it does is it takes the money out of your main account straight away, so you're not even tempted to spend it, and you literally don't have to think about it. Because I think when you're in a PAYE job and you're not thinking about your tax, that is the best possible situation to be in. So if you can kind of replicate that as a sole trader, freelancer, side hustler, that is the dream. The next feature that I think is really great is that they have integrated some accounting software. Now, they do have a free trial as well for Xero, Xero, which is an accounting software that you can use if you want to do your taxes yourself. I personally use an accountant because I am in my first couple of years and I don't want to get it wrong. But this is essentially a platform that is a built-in robotic accountant. So they will sort all your taxes out for you, sort all your expenses out for you, and then you send them off when you fill out your self-assessment form. Super, super easy. And obviously if it's integrated with your Monzo account, they can both sync up, and it makes this process a lot less of a headache than it usually can be. So a really great feature again. The third feature that I think is super great of the Monzo Pro account is that you can have multi-user access. Now, this probably isn't relevant for those who are sole traders, side hustlers, just working alone. But if you are part of a limited company and maybe there are a few founders involved, or two guys and a finance guy, then maybe you would want multiple access. And now this is perfect because you can both access your accounts, see how it's tracking, put any expenses on there, obviously take an image of your expenses, and it just makes the accounting aspect of your new business so much easier to follow and make sure that you're abiding by all the rules of business. The final feature of the Monzo Business Pro account that I really do like and use on a weekly basis is invoicing. Now, when you're a sole trader or a side hustler, you may find that you are sending invoices out left, right, and center. I think when you are working your own business, it's so great to be able to create an invoice and send it off, and then also keep a record. Now, with the Pro account, this is something that you can do, and Monzo have this as a specific feature only available to the Pro account. I personally find that I will be sending at least 4 different invoices each month, and it's so great to be able to track these right alongside the payments so that you can see that they were paid for, you can see that they're not outstanding or they are outstanding, and also who is managing that action. So really, really great when you're trying to get your finances in check. So there you have it, a whistle-stop tour through the 2 different accounts that Monzo Business offer. So if you are a sole trader, side hustler, or earn a little bit of money outside your normal 9 to 5, or maybe you have started investing and you are taking the gains as profit, you might want to start considering opening a business account. Obviously, these 2 here are really great options for you. You have the Monzo Business Lite, which is a skeleton, slimmed down version of their full pro package where you do have to pay £5 extra a month. But the Lite account is just perfect for those who are looking to help reduce that headache of taxes each year. They obviously offer you a debit card. You can access the account online or through the app on your phone. You can pay for things on the go with your card, or you can use it on Apple Pay. And also you do have the option of doing savings pots, which is super great. But then if you're like me, you might want to upgrade and go for the Pro account. Now this obviously has so many more chunky features, particularly when you are doing accounting. You can obviously upload images of your receipts so you can track them throughout the year so much easier. You can generally track your expenses and your overall taxes so much easier through their tax pots that you're allowed to set up. And of course you have all the features that you do with the Lite account and obviously a current account with Monzo. Thank you so much for watching. If you have stuck with me to the end, please do consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. I post videos about personal finance weekly and we've got so many exciting videos coming up, so I do hope you stick around. Thanks so much. Bye.